Morning, Steve Reed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, a couple things overnight. First of all, prices for beans about unchanged, corn down about a penny, and wheat up 3 to 5 cents. I think still soybeans are focusing on two things. Number one, South American weather. Number two, China buying. First of all, China has not announced any new U.S. bean sales for a long time. We'll see what export sales says today, but we're in that 400 to 900,000 ton area again, like last week, and we'll see if anything was canceled out of the unknown. South American weather looks like there's going to be some shower activity in parts of Argentina on Friday. Again, maybe 30% coverage of an inch, and then it's dry after that. Cordoba province is supposedly seeing some very stressful crop conditions. Brazil getting into a more classic La Nina long-term forecast with southern Brazil dry and maybe some better rains in central and northern Brazil, but down the road there's even some concern that northern Brazil might dry out. We've seen some numbers now that maybe South America corn crop could be 15 million tons or 560 million bushels below the USDA's last estimate. So that means that some of that export demand could shift to the United States, and it looked like even a good chance that our exports could slowly approach 3 billion bushels, with a lot of that extra being shipped January through May. And it tightens up the U.S. corn outlook, and even though we're trading mostly sideways and unable to trade over 430 in the nearby March, I think eventually we will trade over that and get closer to 450 and 460. Beans struggling to try to trade over $12. Again, we need some Chinese business or confirmation of lower South American crops and increased U.S. exports. But again, many people are looking at the possibility of a U.S. soybean carryout now at these prices below 100 million bushels. Over in the wheat, we continue to see concern long-term about dryness in the U.S. South Plains and also in Russia. And we're watching pretty closely Russian export policy with the recent Egyptian tender going to Eastern Europe, which is the cheapest, and the U.S., the Russian prices were not competitive, including the February export tax. Today, NOAA will come out with the 90-day weather outlook for January, February, March for the U.S. We'll see what they say about the Southern Plains and the early start for the spring crops of 2021. We also will see Informa Private Group coming out with acres for 2021 for crops by state. And we'll see their latest numbers has been 91.7 corn acres, 89 bean acres, and 46 wheat acres. So we'll see. Many people think that when it's all said and done, farmers will plant 92 to 93 million corn and maybe as much as 94 million beans. So we'll just see right now the bean-corn ratio favors more bean acres at this time. So again, watching the outside markets, the vaccine versus the virus, stock markets are up, dollars lower, and we'll see what if demand for food, fuel, and feed rebounds after the vaccine proves to be successful, and then we'll kind of look and see what the demand for raw materials is, and if that spurs a rally in commodity prices. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. Remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.